Hey folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. So today's video, it's a little bit delayed, but I'm finally sitting down and doing a race recap and can't even speak, analysis of my races from Nationals, which was a couple months ago now, but I'm excited because I finally got the vlogs up. I'm excited to sit down and talk you through the races and what I was feeling at each moment. So yeah, we'll get straight into it with day one races. Right, so the first race I did on day one of Nationals, if you've seen my vlog, you'll know is the 1500. Here are all of us lining up. I'm in the Docklands Demon suit there, roughly in the middle in the black, red and white, number 516. And it felt like there were a lot of us because, yeah, there were 8 of us on the starting line, which honestly felt quite busy. And a few of the other skaters were late to the starting line, which was a little bit annoying, but here we go, we just started off and it was 1500, so it was pretty cruisy start. And my aim was just to draft for most of it and hopefully push towards the end. So you can see I'm in position 3 here, just cruising, drafting along. This worked really well. The 2 skaters in front of me are both quite a lot better than me. They both train a lot in Korea, so they're very good, but they were very good to draft behind. And here I am, I pretty much just stuck to them as much as possible. Tried not to put out too much effort in this first half of the race. So yeah, not much to say, just cruising along. I was pretty nervous because it was the first race of Nationals, so I feel like I always get a little bit jittery in my first race of each racing session or competition or whatnot. So I was definitely feeling nervous, but because it was a bit of a longer one, I was able to settle into it more, which I think was nice. So I didn't have any real mishaps and just kept cruising along behind, holding the draft. It was really weird. This was actually the 1500 final because there were only 8 women competing. We didn't have enough people for like heats or semis or anything like the guys did, so it was just 8 of us straight into the final. First race was a final, which was kind of crazy, but yeah, just started off at 1500. As you can see, we're kind of gapping the girls behind us. They're being left behind a little bit. And I was really trying just to stick with these 2 Korean girls at the front. Yeah, because they're both very good. And I knew if I stuck with them, I could get a pretty good time and I'd be happy with my placing. So that was the plan. At this point, you'll see we started lapping some of the slower girls. So we've lapped one girl, we're gapping the people behind us, and look here, they're now gapping me. They were just slowly increasing the pace and my legs were burning. It was hard to keep up, but you can see I'm like trying to fight it, trying to hang on, but yeah, not much has come of it. So I kind of just end up, oh, there's a wobble, I forgot about that. That was a bit dodgy, but anyway, I just got dropped at this point. So yeah, then just sort of settled into my own rhythm for the last few laps, trying to still push it though, because there weren't many laps left. So I thought I may as well push it here and just try and do as well as I possibly can. This is kind of where everyone's a bit separated out now. Like, I'm lapping people. I've been dropped by the fastest girls. I'm dropping other people. Here was awkward. These girls did not go wide at all, and so I had to kind of weave in between them, which was incredibly awkward. I don't think they were made aware of the rules before, which just made it difficult. Yeah, but here I am approaching the end, and that was it for my 1500. Overall, pretty uneventful. It was a good race to start off Nationals. Not much happened because the girls ahead of me are quite a lot better than me, and then the girls behind me aren't quite at my level, so I felt like I was kind of on my own for a lot of that, to be honest. Okay, so I don't have any footage of my 500 meter heats race, which I also did that day, but was pretty uneventful from what I remember. So next we're going on to the mixed senior relay. As you can see here, our team has the red helmet covers. I'm on the right-hand side. Yes, I am starting off, which was interesting because my starts aren't usually like my strongest point. But yeah, I started off. So here I am. Off I go, cross, cross, cross. So this is the senior mixed relay. So every team member does 2.5 laps before changing. And then the second time around, we all do 2 laps. And then that's the end of the relay. So here we are. I'm much further ahead than the other team. Our team was nice and strong, which was lovely, and we'd also practiced working together as a team at States, which was pretty recently. So here I am doing changeover, and pretty happy with how it went. All nice and smooth, passed on to my teammate. But as I was saying, our teammate had lots of practice because we did do this race twice at States, which was only a couple of weeks before Nationals. So it was like a really good warm-up just to get used to working as a team and doing the changes and all that sort of stuff. I was actually pretty happy with my start, to be honest. I was, surprised I was chosen as the start, but it all went smoothly. It was good, and my starts are definitely getting better and stronger. With each time I race, I feel better about my starts, actually, which is really exciting. But now we're here on to my next teammate. So he's going around, and yeah, very smooth, very happy, pretty empty on the ice. Like, it was nice. We weren't battling for space with any other team, really. There's just us and one other team, and we were lapping them, so it was kind of relaxed. And there is my last teammate. Off he goes for his 2.5 laps. A nice tight corner there. So once he does his 2.5 laps, then I go in. So you can see I'm there on the inside preparing, because it's sometimes a bit hard getting in on time when someone is much faster than you, but I'm becoming much better at that, actually, and it's just something I work on. So here I am coming in, and off I go. I got a nice push. My teammate Danny gives really good pushes, so that was really nice. It just made me feel like I was flying, to be honest. And you can see the other teams coming up behind and passing, but alas, they are a lap behind us, so they weren't actually passing per se. But yeah, just nice smooth skating, ready for the next change, passing on to my teammate. That was a chaotic change. As you can see, the other group kind of got stuck behind us. They weren't sure where to go. But now my teammate is going, and that's me done for this relay. So you only skate twice. It feels like it's pretty quick, to be honest, compared to a usual senior relay. The mixed relay is like kind of relaxed in that regards. Like, you just do 2.5 laps and then your 2 laps and you're done. So now my teammate Nick is passing on to my next teammate, and yeah, worked pretty well as a team, pretty smooth. Honestly, don't know what else to say. It was pretty uneventful. Oh, but actually, one exciting thing about this was this right now, what you're seeing is actually us setting the new national record for Australia for the mixed senior relay, which is really cool. It's so cool to know that I'm part of an Australian record. So here's my last teammate now on his final laps, and he's finishing up for our team. He's nice and fast, and yeah, this is us setting a national record, which was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is him crossing the finish line now. Yeah, so that was it, and it was a really good relay, really good experience, and that pretty much finishes up the races for day 1. Okay, and now we're going to move on to day 2, and this first race of day 2 was the 500 meter final. Here I am, straight away off. I was actually really happy with this start. It was quite fast, and I got in front of that girl behind me. I was worried in the 500 heats I had gotten stuck behind her and then had to pass her, but this time, because I got ahead, I didn't have to worry about then passing later on. As you can see, the other 2 women are much further ahead of us. But that wasn't a worry, because I could actually just focus on pushing and going as hard as possible without having to worry about people passing me or me passing others. And so here I am in this 500 just gunning it. To be honest, my technique felt crappy this whole race. Like, I was just pushing and going as fast as possible, irrespective of any sort of technique. But yeah, I just pushed it, and actually I ended up getting a PB in this race, which was really cool. I still can't confirm exactly what time it was because I haven't gotten back the times from nationals, but I do know that it was a PB. And so yeah, I was really happy with that one. And then now we're straight on to the 1,000 meter heats. Sorry about this dodgy footage. My friend took it, and it's not the best footage, but at least I got some sort of video footage of me in the 1,000 meter heats, which is good. You can see here we are starting off the race, all lining up, getting ready to go. I am still wearing the blue Victoria suit, if you can see, and off we go. So this was a kind of faster one. The Korean girl was out ahead of me, and then the other two were a bit slower than me, so I was just trying to keep up with the Korean girl and get a good time. Of course, she did get away from me at the start, which is unfortunate. Pardon me, I need to work on my start a little bit so that I don't let that gap happen. But as you can see, I did manage to catch her, because once I'm off the start, I'm pretty strong. And then, yeah, I caught her and promptly fell over and slid into the mats. So that was great for me. Definitely not my best move. I think it was just that I was pushing so hard to catch up to her, and once I caught up to her, I kind of let my body relax, and then when I relaxed, I just like collapsed into the ice almost. But that was funny. It was funny to get it on film, actually. And I was off to a slow start when I got back up, because I don't know if you've ever fallen in skating, but it always leaves my legs feeling really heavy afterwards. So it was hard to get started and get moving again. But as you can see, I did. And then I was slowly working on passing those slower girls who did get ahead of me in that moment, because this was the heat. So I wanted to place second, so at least could go through to final A rather than final B. So I wasn't really worried about my time or anything now in this moment, since I'd fallen. I just wanted to beat those two girls and come in second overall, so I could go through to final A. So yeah, very slow. Once I sort of passed the other two girls, I did not worry. My legs felt so heavy, so I just went really slowly and just wanted to finish. But it was good, actually, getting the fall on camera, because I feel like I don't have many clips, but I fall decently often, so it was really good to get it on camera. But yeah, that was the race. Well, this is the last lap, I'm pretty sure. Pretty uneventful 1000. I fell, but I still ended up coming second, so it didn't really matter. And there I am, crossing the finish line. Okay, and now we're going on to the 1000 meter heats, which was also in day 2. And off we go. I made it through to final A. Here I accidentally got caught behind that girl and was stuck for a bit, but I was already straight away setting up a pass. Here you can see I'm on the outside a bit, pushing. I should get my leg speed up a little bit more around there, but I managed to pass on the inside pretty well before the corner anyway, so that worked out fine, and I was ahead. And then I just wanted to push it and see if I could gap that girl and sort of catch up to the other two girls. I knew I wouldn't be able to, but having them ahead of me was like having a carrot on a stick, and it just kind of made me push it that little bit harder. But this is just a nice, smooth, good 1000 meter. I was really happy with it, to be honest. I think it was a PB, but again, I can't confirm because I still don't have the times back from nationals, even though it's been solidly well over, it's been like a month and a half and they still haven't got the times back. But anyway, won't go on about that. Really just cruising around, gliding around, felt pretty good. 1000 meter is usually my favorite distance, generally speaking. I just really enjoy it. I find sprinting can be pretty hard because you've really got to get off the start fast, and then 1500 is just murders your legs, which is hard in the other way. But yeah, I really enjoyed this 1500, and this is the final race for day 2. But yeah, really not much else to say. Just on my last couple of laps here, you can see I actually did get lapped in the 1000, which was not my funnest moment. But anyway, that girl Hyojin Kim is just really good, really talented. So yeah, it's quite normal for her to just lap me in that respect. But here I am coming in around my last lap and crossing the finish line. And that was the 1000. So I came third for that overall, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, now we're on to day 3. I only had one race in day 3. This was all of us on the starting line again for the 3K, and this was my second ever 3K. I did my first one at States, but here we go. And yes, that girl did cause a false start. I can confirm, looks deliberate, actually was deliberate. She was dealing with an ankle injury. So here we go again. And again, we go to start and she sets off a false start deliberately so she can get off the ice because she doesn't feel confident with her injury, obviously. So she goes and back on the starting line. So now it was at this point that I realised I could get second in this race. I had that opportunity now because there's only one girl who's obviously faster than me. So that was kind of exciting, and it was very interesting to see how this race would play out. I wasn't quite sure how the 3K would go because I can feel like it can go one of two ways. Anyway, here we are starting for third time lucky, and off we go, all sort of jostling for position. But I wasn't sure if we were either going to go full out from the start, like at States when I did a 3K, that was how it went, or if we were going to take it slow and all try and get the best positions. And as you can probably see from here, we decided to try and get the best positions and do it that way. So excuse this, but I am just speeding up the footage now because otherwise you'll be sitting here for half an hour trying to watch the 3K. But I'm in second position there in my Docklands Demon suit. My friend Ash was leading the group. I did feel kind of bad that she was leading the whole group, but at the same time, I was in it to win it. I wasn't going to lead the group. I was going to sit behind and draft as long as possible. And you can see a lot of the girls all had the same idea as me. So we're all drafting behind Ash. As you can tell, this is the footage from the live stream rather than footage I got. So yeah, it's pretty good quality, but at the same time, at the end, you'll see that it only follows the person in the lead, so you're not going to get my entire race, but that's what it is what it is. But now you can see another girl is leading instead. I'm still sitting in second, just drafting, enjoying that draft. And there goes Hyojin Kim zooming past us. I tried to pass and catch up. These were for the sprint laps, so we both sort of sprinted for that point and then took it really easy because we didn't want to keep leading. And so we got the sprint points, her and I, and then, yeah, waited for Ash to come back so we could draft again and cruise around before the next lot of sprint points in the end. So it was really interesting. I haven't done a sprint like that mid-race before, but it was a cool opportunity. And then we took it really cruisy when the group caught back up to us again. Here you can see I'm just chilling behind Ash. It was really good. But this race was very different to my previous experience with the 3K. At States, I did a 3K and it was with the guys. And really, we just all gunned it from the start and really pushed, and we separated out quickly. And it was really hard mentally to get through it. Whereas this one, we were all just jockeying for position so much that it actually wasn't very hard on my legs. And we actually did go quite slow at points, which is obviously why I have to speed this up. Otherwise, it would be extremely boring. You can see here, Hyojin Kim has finally moved into first, and I'm still in second, trying to hold on, but she's getting faster and faster and faster. But this is the last, getting towards the end of the lap, so I'm just trying to gun it as much as possible, but you can see she's getting away from me. And now, of course, because this is the live stream, it follows her rather than me, so you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm basically just by myself grinding it out, trying to push through those last few laps. Overall, I was really happy with this race. It was interesting to do like a really tactical 3K. It was a really cool experience, and it was cool to do another 3K. I can't wait to do more in the future. It should be really good. But yeah, the camera's now just following Hyojin for the last few laps. Yeah, pretty uneventful. And she's crossed the finish line. I think she lapped me once. I think that was me who just went past. Gosh, it's so easy to lose where you are. Like, honestly, the amount of times I look at videos and pictures and struggle to figure out which one is me. But you're about to see me cross the finish line here, and that's me done. So yeah, it was a really good 3K. Nice way to finish off the Nationals weekend. I was very happy with all of my racing on the weekend, actually. Pretty good.
So Ashley finishes, Gina Kim finishes.
So yeah, those are all my races for Nationals. Honestly, it was a really great weekend, and I really enjoyed the racing, and it's really fun actually to just go back and analyze and rewatch and remember how great that weekend was. I had an amazing time, got some new PBs, set a new national record, which was pretty cool. And yeah, overall, just a really great learning opportunity and a great way to set me up for future races. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave comments below if you have any critiques you want to give me. I'm always keen to take on new advice. And yeah, let me know which distance is your favorite, because 1,000 is pretty much my favorite, but I love them all. Yeah. But I'd love to know what you guys like. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below because that really helps support me and my channel. If you want to support my skating directly, check out the links in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye.